It's your boy Big O, aka the biggest, the baddest, the meanest, the maddest, no trap apparatus, more straight up status in the cactus, aka 100,000 pounds, aka Puff Fatty, aka Andre Big Dollar, aka Ludacrisco, aka Big Ak Obama, and you are now watching On the Beat.
We are here with my cousin.
Yeah.
Big O. What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Doing, man?
How's the holiday thing treating you?
I'm fat, so I like to eat. Presents and all that stuff really don't care about. I just want food.
Okay,
Baked macaroni and cheese.
So tell me.
Collard greens. Sorry.
So tell me, how long have you been doing stand-up?
My first time doing stand-up was January of 2010.
Okay.
And I took a break for almost a year after that, and then came back a little bit. So I've been in and out like a robbery.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. I always try to. I mean, as much as we don't like to put people in categories, and I try to describe you to people, and a lot of comedians do like the black comedy thing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think you do that. I think you do a fat comedy thing. Would you agree with that?
Speaking of fat, I have a tour we're about to go on. Me and two of my friends. It's called the Fat Tour, Funny Ass Trio. But
Funny Ass Trio.
I don't think it's the fat thing. I call it the drunk thing, because 98.9% of the time I'm on stage I'm like wasted, and I call it raw comedy because I have no filter. Whatever comes to mind is just there. I don't.
So you don't write material down?
I don't write material per se. Like, I have a couple topics that I touch on, but I just pretty much wing how I'm feeling at that time on those topics, and whatever else is going on. I'm the more so the reaction dude. Like, whatever's going on in the crowd, the reaction I get, I just flow off of those people, as well as, like I said, just those topics and alcohol. Have you ever had to deal with somebody that was a heckler? Yes. And the thing is, hecklers don't want to deal with me. Is because I grew up in the projects.
Right. We're at.
Pass Young Projects, South Philadelphia.
Okay.
They knocked down my house. So if I ever do get like an E Hollywood story, I can never take them back to the projects because they knocked down now. But all we did was talk like the dozens. We roasted each other all day, every day. So a heckler, they don't want it.
So for anybody who doesn't know, in Philly we call it bussing. They call it
bussing. I ain't want to say bussing.
Big O is the best busser, and I've seen him make people cry. He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I've never seen anybody beat you in a bussing contest for real.
Well, I will give a shout out to two people, and it took them together to do it.
Okay.
But shout out to comedian Pretty Smiles and Nate the Landlord. They double teamed me. Well, not double teamed me like that, people, but they joined together and at a Parkside Banquet Hall, and they went in on me together, and they kind of had me a little razzle dazzle, but
right, yeah, because you don't lose your focus. That's what it is.
So one-on-one, no, nobody can.
So what's interesting about that, and I will talk about a little bit of things. I like your style of comedy because people kind of come at you, and they come immediately at the fat thing, and you're like, let's take it. Like you dodge that. Like, what else you got? Like, what else you got?
I'm 38 years old. I've been fat since I was 12. You can't call me anything I've never heard before. Right. I'm the fat dude that will get on stage, and just so you can see that I'm fat, take off my shirt while I'm doing comedy. Like, you can see my titties. I can say titties, right? Yes. Well, I haven't said it, but you can see my titties. I don't care. Like, my belly button look like a cave. I'll do it because I've been fat all my life. So I don't like it. It really doesn't bother me when people call me fat.
You know what I like about you, is that you are a family guy.
Yeah.
So how important is...
I'm married to your cousin.
Which is really crazy.
Yo, I be boning his cousin.
That was really interesting. Interesting. So, I had my sister on my Facebook or MySpace at the time.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
And comes to me because we know each other from the hip hop crowd. He's like, "Yo, why you got Kiana on your Facebook?"
Yo, I was pissed too. I'm like, "Yo, why you got her on there? Like liking her pictures?"
No, he's like, "No, why you got Kiana on your?" I'm like, "Dog, that's my sister." He's like, "That's your sister." And come down that was crazy. I was like, wow, we're cousins.
And we had been friends for a long time.
For a long time before we even knew
that.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, but so now I got a kid and married to his cousin.
So how do you keep? Do they know about your style of comedy? Because it's pretty raw, man. So how do you?
My son's 16 and my wife's old, so like they've seen it. So they've seen everything I've done. So you know what I mean? It's pretty much like they know.
So how do you package things? Do you make you got MP3s out? Do you have like a DVD?
Well, right now I've been trying to put stuff together for a DVD. I have a lot of material, whether it be just skits. I got a bunch of skits on YouTube. All of them pretty much are improv, like nothing written. YouTube.com/OC Diesel or YouTube.com/Geek Squad, but it's Geek GEEK 3 E's K and Squad with 2 D's at the end. So yeah, you can find all my skits there.
One of the things I really wanted to ask you in this interview is, can you please list somebody who is a trash ass rapper? Who's garbage?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Future.
I don't like Future. He sucks.
There's a lot right now. Like 93.6% of underground Philly rappers. I mean, do I need to continue?
Yeah. Well, see,
Okay.
let me ask you about 2 Chainz. I think if he's not doing, I think he's like doing that on purpose.
I think he is too.
You can't really be rapping like that for real and take yourself seriously.
He has 2 psychology degrees, and people don't know that.
He says, Versace, cheese on my broccoli. That's literally a line in one of his songs.
No, the newest one he has is, my dick so hard it makes metal detectors go off.
I mean, that shit is so stupid.
Like, yes, and 2 Chainz, if you are looking at this here, please, Best Buy, go down there, get a video camera. Then go to BJ's and get a case of bleach and some ice and drink up. You need to drink bleach, buddy. Thank you.
So, going from trash-ass rappers, we can tell you about your love of hip-hop, people like Eric B. and Rakim, man.
Okay.
What was some of your classic hip-hop? Hip-hop on record. Your hip-hop on record.
Well, it was, I've never had many records because, my mom, we used our little component set we had back in the day. We used that to put our TV on top of.
Oh, shit.
Because, our component set didn't even work. So I had a lot of tapes.
It was just furniture at that point.
My favorite tape back in the day was Nocturnal by Helter Skelter.
Oh, word. Wow. Okay.
I still to this day, I listen to, well, not the tape anymore. I got MP3s now, but Helter Skelter Nocturnal was my favorite, one of my favorite shits ever.
That's crazy. Yeah. All right. Cool. No doubt. How can we get in contact with you? Oh, how do we follow you? What's going on with that?
I'm on Facebook, OC Diesel, and that's Diesel spelled the right way, DIESEL, no Z's and none of that stuff. BIGOCDIESEL on Facebook. On Twitter and Instagram, and BigOCDiesel.com.
All right, can you tell me one good mom bust before we out?
One good mom bust. I don't know. Let's think about something here. Man.
You busting off the top?
Yeah, it comes, like I said, it's some reactional stuff sometimes.
Amazing.
So, I just, right now, I can't think
of... So come at my young boy right there.
I will not come at your young boy right now because, he does look like a 35 cent a day kid, and I don't want to mess with him because, he's a child and, he's outside these ain't jokes. He might, nowadays the youth killing people, so I'm not going to talk about him.
All right. Oh, always a pleasure, man.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
See you around the holidays. And remember, y'all, Big O, check him out. Talk to you later. Peace.